great outdoors, when suddenly nature is way too close for comfort. You're face to face with danger, a wild elk ready to attack at any moment.
Make no mistake about it. If you're confronted by an aggressive elk, you are absolutely in a life and death scenario, either being gored and stabbed by antlers or being pummeled by very sharp hooved front feet.
The males with their antlers are always dangerous, but can be especially aggressive during mating season from August to November. While most of these massive beasts steer clear of humans, that's not always the case, especially at national parks. James York, a wildlife photographer, is confronted by the unexpected at Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's a juvenile 500-pound elk.
I'm making eye contact with the elk. We are staring each other down at certain points. I was afraid this elk was going to become fully aggressive.
Imagine it's you on the wrong end of those deadly antlers. What do you do? Should you? A. Keep your head down, hoping the elk will go away. B. Stand up and act aggressively, hoping to scare it off. Or C. Wait for help. Your next move may land you in the hospital, or worse yet, the morgue. Here's what you're up against when facing off a bull elk.
Only the males have antlers. The antlers can weigh as much as 40 and 50 pounds. They can have 6 or 7 points on each side.
They are incredible weapons. They're really sharp, they're really hard. They can reach a span of 4 or 5 feet wide.
With any kind of pressure, they're very easy to penetrate a body.
So the elk is staring you down. What do you do? Think option A is the way to go? Guess what? You just told the elk you're itching for a fight.
Bowing your head down is very similar to the natural fighting stance of wild elk, and it's very possible that that's how this elk is going to read a bowed head. It may back up and do a really aggressive charge.
And that's exactly the mistake James makes. He bows his head repeatedly.
I was already on the ground. I wanted to protect my core, my vitals, my kidneys, so I laid my arms to my side, put my arms across my chest, so if he did come to gore me or spear me, it wasn't going to be a fatal blow.
What James thinks could be helping him is actually making the situation worse.
This elk was headbutting me with enough force to raise welts on my head.
Option A just isn't working. Think B, stand up and act aggressively, is any better? Think again.
Standing up and facing off to this elk is a bad idea for one main reason, and that's because you're exposing all of your vital organs to this elk's number one weapon, its antlers.
If you choose C, get help, you're giving yourself the best odds of survival.
This is an animal that is incredibly strong. You're not going to fight it. You're not going to outrun it. In this circumstance, taking advantage of someone else who's willing to help out in the situation is a really good idea.
As photographer James York takes a beating, amazingly several people watch, yet no one does anything to help.
You have to say, I've never seen that before.
Well, scary. Whoa.
Here, horns actually rip James's shirt and make contact with flesh.
I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to get up, and I didn't want to because standing up meant that his antlers were right at the height where if he pierced me, he was going to get me in the gut or in the chest.
It's a risky move. James finally stands. Will he be gored? The elk isn't backing off. Just then, a white vehicle driven by a park ranger arrives to rescue James.
I'm overjoyed because I had no real other options. I did what I thought I had to do, whether it was right or wrong. I don't apologize for where I was, what I was doing, or what happened.
What the elk does after James is safely inside the vehicle alerts rangers to what it was really after, James's camera bag, in search of food.
Most of the time, these animals have to ultimately be put down because they're showing aggressive behavior in an attempt just to get food.
And that's exactly the tragic end for this young elk. It had a history of going after people.
The park has signs every 100 yards, do not feed the animals. And ultimately, the person that thought they were befriending the elk by giving it food was responsible for the elk being destroyed.
Remember these tips. Be aware of what's happening all around you. Never feed wild animals. Always stay at least 150 feet away from them. And lastly, if you're in a national park and in trouble, call a ranger immediately for assistance.